Oh my gosh, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you've just seen in like the previous videos of me, like my I think I'm pregnant vlog and telling my husband I'm pregnant. It's been so much going on and I just want to come on here with my excitement and tell you what happened these last 4 weeks. So if you're interested, just sit back, relax, and let's chat a little bit. So I've got several things with me. I've got my notebook and I've got my phone so I can make sure that I am completely accurate. So of course, if you've ever watched any of my previous videos for TTC, you know that I use Ovia and I really keep track with everything in Ovia to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm struggling. But the first day of my cycle, I had some spotting February 24th. And it was super light, so I did not consider that cycle day 1. But I did have a heavier menstrual flow that was continual on the 25th. And then it lasted 5 days after that. And I have no problem like showing you on my phone. You'll see like where it comes in and all that other good stuff. And so I had my period cycle day 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I had light spotting 6 and 7, uneventful, and this is now like March, so uneventful until I get into my fertile window. Now my fertile window was from March 7th through 12. So 12 through 18 was my fertile window. And, sorry, I'm like doing the math and whatnot. But yeah, so anyway, I believe I ovulated, depending on if you count my spotting as day 1 or if you count when I recorded it at the full out period, which was the 25th. That would either be cycle 17 or 18. So in my previous TTC vlogs, which I will link those below, I normally ovulate cycle day 15 at the very latest cycle day 16. So to ovulate 17 or 18 days in my cycle, it's kind of late for me. So that was kind of like but I didn't pay any attention to it. Late is late. As long as I ovulate, that's all that matters, in my opinion. And so, of course, we had baby dance in that fertile window, and then I didn't think any more of it. You know, you just do what you need to do. But it was kind of funny because we were also arguing in the fertile window. So not every heart that you saw meant a heart of love, or it was just a mess. We were like arguing a lot. And if you've ever been on a TTC journey or you are on a TTC journey, you know it can be stressful. So arguing does not really help the cause whatsoever. In this cycle, we literally had disagreements the most we have had, period. So I just thought that was a little interesting fact to share. So that's already the first 2 weeks, like hands down, of my cycle underneath my belt. So what happened 3 and 4 that kind of, you know, raised an eyebrow? I started having literally the day after ovulation, because we had went to Ohio for church. I was having increased cravings for meat. So if you've looked at my previous vlog or you're already a subscriber, you know that I am in the process of transitioning to vegan. And I knew that I was doing it kind of fast, but the meat cravings that I had were ridiculous. Then week 3, so at this point I would say that I'm probably 2-3 days post ovulation, I'm starting to feel dizzy. So like I'm trying to eat my vegan meats, but by the evening I'm feeling like I'm gonna pass out. So my husband like literally says, you need to eat something solid, because he's from the South, so solid for him is meat. So I broke down after 3 months and I ate some meat. So I know some of you are going to get on my case and you're going to be mad, but I was literally like on the verge of passing out, like ridiculously. So I would feel better. And this kind of continued during the rest of the week. So like 9 days plus ovulation. And so as you saw in the video, I took a pregnancy test, 9 DPO, and it was very much negative. There was no line, there was nothing, but I continue to have very strong meat cravings and feel generally sick without it. Like I could get all the way till dinner time and then I would try to eat the vegan meat and it would not work it. Like I could feel, and I think it's my iron, honestly. I still am waiting to ask my doctor. I haven't had any doctor's appointments yet, but I do think that it was my iron that is where my problem is. And if I'm wrong, let me know what you guys think it is, even though I guess it'll be past the point when you see this. But anywho, sorry, I'm like nervous and I'm excited and there's so many feelings, but I really feel like I need to just share with you guys from the very beginning of this crazy journey. So outside of the cravings for meat, let's get past that. I really didn't have a lot of cramping. I was super tired, but I figured, you know, spring break's right around the corner. My students like literally are kind of getting on my nerves. And all that stuff that normally comes at this time of year when you teach high school and you teach freshmen. And so I just figured my exhaustion was just too much going on. I need to take a break, need to go to sleep, you know, all the rest of that stuff. But I mean, like, I was tired. And then my boobs kind of hurt. But when I say by kind of hurt, they kind of like felt heavy. Like I was starting to carry sand in them. It's not like they were like sensitive to touch, or when the bra would come on or off, I was in excruciating pain. Nothing like that. They just felt heavy. Not heavy like when they were engorged after my pregnancy last time. They just felt heavy. They just felt like, you know, like I'm carrying around more than I want to carry around up there. So I'm like, that's interesting. And that was pretty much it. I had some bloating. I was noticing that like the scale was going up, which I attributed to the meat, but I was too tired to work out at the gym. And at this point, because it had been after the car accident, I got in a car accident, literally cycle day 2. And I just felt like I thought it was the effects of the car accident because I got rear-ended. So I'm like, you know, I'm not going to pay it any mind. It's nothing to worry about. When I feel like it, I'll go back to the gym. I'll go back full throttle and do what I got to do. So that came and went, and time came and went, and here we are now. So I can't really say that I have a whole bunch of symptoms. The biggest thing that threw me off is for the last 3 months I've been able to completely avoid meat, and now meat has been something that I have incorporated in. And I guess that's kind of good or bad, which I could probably talk about in a separate video, about still trying to transition even though I am pregnant, because I had did so well without meat and I liked how my body felt without meat. But especially now after having a loss, I do not know what this baby is going to need. So I'm definitely going to seek the medical advice from my OBG when we have that appointment. So far this week is just, you know, setting up stuff, getting the blood results back, and all the rest of that jazz. So my normal format of my video is going to be like fetal development. So this week, the baby is a size of a poppy seed, which is super, super, super tiny, which is what I would expect. It's very early in the pregnancy. Some people aren't even aware that they're pregnant. It's like a blastocyst, I believe is what the baby's called right now, where the cells are like all together and they're like growing, and cells are just dividing and dividing to develop to what will be in a couple weeks the fetus. So that's pretty exciting. Other than like the tenderness of the boobs, or the heaviness of the boobs I should say, I have put on some weight. I'm around like 240 and I gotten all the way down to 231. So I don't know if it was because adding the meat, and then of course as soon as I thought I might be pregnant, I went directly to the prenatals, and I did start eating a little bit more instead of eating less, because when you are aware that you might be pregnant or you become pregnant, you're not supposed to restrict your caloric intake, and mine was really restricted because I was trying to lose and continue to lose weight. Emotionally, I've had a bag of mixed feelings, if you can't tell from the video and me being all over the place. And it's largely in part of being excited to be pregnant and also being nervous as heck to be pregnant, because I had a pregnancy just last year, same time in frame, actually a little bit less. I had a full-term baby, and then the baby passed away. So I have all kind of anxiety and feelings that I know that I have to shift my way through. And that's part of the reason why YouTube has been such a great outlet, because I can get it out and I can share it. And I appreciate your feedback and, you know, your words of encouragement. They're really helpful. But it's just a lot, because I never expected to, after being pregnant last year at this time, you could not told me that I'll be getting pregnant again, trying for another baby. You just could not have told me this. So to think about going through this whole endeavor again, it's kind of like, but then like when I think about it, I feel like it's such a privilege, such an honor, such a blessing to have the opportunity again, because I know that people struggle. I know that people have been trying way longer than me. I know that people have gone through more than I have, and it's not like a tit for tat. People have gone through some things, I am telling you. If you don't believe it, just look around at some of these other YouTube pages. People have gone through some things. So I do not take this pregnancy for granted, but I'm scared, y'all. I'm just telling you right now, I'm scared. As far as appointments, I don't have any. I just got my blood results back to confirm that I am in fact pregnant. I think I just have a lot on my mind, so I can't even say that I have pregnancy brain at this point. All I can say is I'm on the struggle bus, and wow, here we go again. This time from the very, very, very beginning. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful. I appreciate the support, the prayers. I appreciate my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I know I have some male, some female, young, old, whatever. I appreciate you following me on this journey. And if I can just help one person, you might know someone who has gone through what I've gone through, or I say something that can help you with something, that is huge for me. So that's all I'm really trying to do with this journey, with this channel. I know I have a tendency to ramble sometimes, but I do it because there's so much love and compassion that I just have, and I'm just so appreciative. So anywho, I'm talking too much. I need to get off here. And again, I thank you so much for sticking with me for another long video. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed and prosperous day. And I will talk to you in the next video, all right? Bye. I feel like I can throw up. I'm so scared. I've been nauseous this morning. I'm tired because I haven't slept. My weight is back up. Oh my God, like you just have no clue.